So guys, let me talk about Fox News for a second. I had taken a trip around the country, which I did all the time. And then when I returned, I'm like, let me go home first. But I'm like, I can go to New York if I want to, because I had been around the country looking for potential where I would want to live or whatever. So then I returned home, and I don't remember how long it was, and I ended up going to New York City, and I went to Fox News. So I was outside Fox News, and they actually ticketed my car with the Acura. And I watched them ticket it. I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave yet, so I didn't want to go and try to stop. But they knew who I was when Hannity and Combs was filming their show when I was there, and I saw it. And Hannity knew who I was. Like, he knows who I am. Like, well, now Combs is dead apparently. I don't know if that's true. What's up with that? But so I was watching, and apparently they knew who I was. So Brent, when he started vetting me, it might have been partly because of that, because I had gone to Fox News and I was hanging out outside, so they wanted to see what the hell was going on. What are you, scowl the birds? So Brent was vetting me. I believe it was right after that, or within. It was around that time. I can't remember for sure if it was before or after. But apparently Fox News was some of the people watching the vetting. But when Brent was vetting me, he was mic'd up with hidden cameras. And Fox News was watching it. This was in the early 2000s. So I had learned, they thought I knew all this. So when I came out here, I found out they killed the homeless off, right? Obviously the story is long in between, and they panicked and tried to kill me. I lived. And then Mo mentioned Les Moonves, who was the president of CBS. I don't know what I still don't know exactly what that's for. But one angle is to see if I knew the news was involved. Not only they all were, and a bunch of them were in the decision process of whether I lived or died too. So the executives at like Les Moonves had to decide whether we're going to kill this guy or not. He's one of the people, so that's part of it, I guess. But even they left. He left, and his wife left. It's because Mo brought them up. The guy Mo I stay with, he was right there with them. He said he was CIA and he was Mike's boss. And he told me to write 60 Minutes my case, and if I got paid, give him half. I'm like, what? That's what he said. Like, that they knew I couldn't write. I was too injured. I couldn't write shit. But I didn't want them to know that, because I was afraid when I was in Brentwood that if they knew how bad I was injured, they'd kill me. That's what I thought. So I did all I could. Well, I shouldn't say all I could, but I was exhausted. I couldn't even fucking... I was working out so much I was exhausted. To exhaustion I worked out. But yeah, I was definitely aware that if I looked too damaged, they'd kill me. That's what I thought. Because they hit me with the weapon. They know they hit me with the weapon, and they know I likely knew that they hit me with the weapon. And if I was too badly damaged, I figured they would have killed me, because he's already too badly damaged. Why are we going to keep him alive? That was my fear. Well, he did make me leave, and they tried to kill me. And so this was and Fox News was in on it. So my family got paid off $5 million each. So did my neighbors, and Fox News was involved, having been paid off. Now, for those who don't know, Fox News is CBS. They're all CIA. That's basically CIA. They're CIA operations. Let me explain. Catholics are all mic'd up on an AI computer worldwide. They are one society. They form their own world society. They're all mic'd up on an AI computer. Free people get news, and it's hiding all this from them because their future is basically in the ground. But Catholics are strictly vetting the population on who gets in and who doesn't. And the Bible is basically the survival guide, you could say. Catholics believe it's God's word. So that's what all these churches are for. Anyway, so I was vetted for all this, and it didn't work out. I found out they killed the homeless and started talking, so they tried to kill me. So all the people who did like me turned on me like that. I mean, people I was friends with out here, they, like a flick of a switch, turned on me like they wanted me dead. I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen anything like it in my life. Well, anyway, but yeah, I had gone to Fox News, or even New York City, not just Fox. I went to NBC. I was watching, Ashley Banfield had a show, and I was hanging out and watching her, and she was well aware I was there. She didn't look that concerned, like, look, we got this guy who's just standing around, but she was aware, and I knew she was aware, and I obviously felt a little weird too, but, you know, and I got to see myself on TV, so I would hope I watched, there I am. But that's not why I did it. But anyway, I'm pretty sure when I was in Miami, I saw, was it Meredith? Meredith Vieira, was that her down there? I'm pretty sure it was her. They got me hanging out by all those places on the strip there, and I could have sworn it was her right there. I don't know who it was, but it looked like her. They would know. Was it her? That's, yeah, anyway. I was considering living here. That's why I was kind of checking things out. So they told me what happened to me happened because I was nosy. Not Fox News, but, people in this call had said that. Well, they can't tell people that. Anyway, it's not a nosy guy. He's trying to see how the world works and where he could fit in to the best of his ability to have the best life he can have. I think that's pretty standard. Now, Catholics are taught to all get in line with the church, and the church decides where you stand. So they're a cult of the church, and they all get told where to stand. Well, Free Guy doesn't have that. So he's like, where in the world do I fit? Where can I, and that's how, so they have a completely different outlook. So I was trying to find out everything, like where can I live? It had to be the best. I wanted the best place to live. This is the best woman I could have. Well, I wanted the perfect life, and that was based on what I felt. And how you feel. Like, okay, this place makes me the most happy, and then find a person. And I was trying to figure out which is easier. Like, is it easier to find a person? Would you be happy with the place if you found the right person? I was doing all this, and I was checking weather, all the locations. I would look up the weather for all 4 seasons in all the places I was considering to see if I'd want to live there and what the weather would be like, because I was prone to liking warmer weather, which is obvious. But I do like cooler weather at times. But I do like my sun. So that's what I was doing. I was just trying to make the best life I can have for me, and trying to figure out how to get it. And what happens in life is you start out not knowing shit, right? Well, the Catholic Church kind of molds everybody into, it's a cult, so they mold everybody into their little part. So that's kind of how they live. A free person doesn't have that, like I said. So you got to kind of find out based on what you like, and that's kind of what I was doing, and trying to get the best life I can get, figuring out what I wanted and getting it. And apparently I wasn't moving fast enough for Catholics, so they poisoned me in 07. At age 30. Well, they had killed my dad 4 years earlier, but let's not get into that one. That's a different story. Let's just say my dad died 4 years prior to me getting poisoned, and that was a big deal. That was a really big deal, because then you're like, no, I'm not gonna have a dad who's gonna see me get married. That's a big deal. Even though me and my dad weren't the closest in the world, you still have dreams of getting married and having your dad there, so that's stuff I guess I didn't think about too much. I don't know, but who knows. Anyway,